What's up, guys? Hope everybody is doing good. My name is Landon, and today we are doing something pretty cool on the Audi. We have a very special part going on the engine today. Now, this is my engine bay. It is pretty nice because from the factory we get the red coil packs and everything, but this intake is kind of old, kind of crusty, and it's not really doing it for me. So in this box, we have something way better to replace it, and it is, of course, the Canadian Auto Performance V3 titanium intake. So the first step before I reveal the intake is going to be taking off this old crusty intake. So let's go ahead and get that done. Real quick, I do just need to give a big shout out to Canadian Auto Performance for helping me out with this build. Alrighty, so we have the old intake out the way, and over here, as you can see, old and crusty, and let's start getting this one unboxed. Okay, so we have the filter unboxed. I was genuinely in awe when I first opened this for the first time. Obviously yesterday I checked it out because I had to see it, but this is huge. I mean, it's massive. It's easily double the size of the last one. I'll do a comparison here in a sec. More just trash. This is our weather stripping hardware, etc. More of that stuff. This is our heat shield right here. And now for the good part. We have the titanium inlet. This quality is genuinely amazing. It has more like little bungs right there, and it just looks so much better. It's also noticeably bigger than the other one. Okay, so for reference, this is the old one, right? Just kind of old, crusty, not very big, right? This is the new one. Genuinely double the thickness in the height. I mean, look at this. This old one goes in there. It goes in there. Look at that. This is the proper intake this car deserves, not this tiny little thing, which, like, this just does not do the car justice. This is what it needs from the start. Yeah, I mean, that is a monumental difference right there. And then let's compare inlets for a second. This is the, integrated engineering one, silicone and just basic metal. And then this is a titanium one. Look at the difference there. Look at that. We're doing more gay stuff with it. That's insane. Look at that. The inlet size, like the pipe, the diameter, if I could find the words, is genuinely way bigger. So this is the intake the car actually deserves. But now it is time to get this new one installed. So let's start with the heat shield and the weather stripping. Okay, so this took me a while, but I have the weather stripping on, the little grommets down here. And then I also have this little mounting bracket installed too. That is by far the most timely process of this entire thing. But now let's go and put the heat shield on. Oh, okay, I'm out of breath because I'm still trying to freaking get this thing in. These don't want to go in the little rubber sockets down there as easy as it should. So I'm trying to manhandle it in there. I don't know why. And then I still have to like shift things around here to get it in. It's very, very tight. I'm gonna try to put these in individually because, I mean, yeah, see, this is irritating because why are these not going in the way I want to? Again, no install is perfect on anything. I just gotta try to, oh my gosh, bro, what? Oh my gosh, okay, I finally got these in. The install video says to put them on that, but that's just not possible. The only way I got those in was I had to pry the rubber with a screwdriver with one hand and then try to shove this in with the other hand. This one was even harder. So what I actually ended up doing was I put the screwdriver in here and then I just shoved it down as hard as I possibly could and kind of wiggled it in, and a lot of force and stretching, and I was able to get those in. Okay, so we got the heat shield installed right here and the little filter down here. Off camera, we assembled the entire thing just like this, just because I needed two hands for it. Pretty easy, just a bunch of hose clamps. But now I'm going to get it connected to the throttle body and then mounted down here. Alrighty, it is finally done. We have it fully installed. This thing is sweet. That titanium is so much cooler. I'm so glad I went with the silver titanium and not the burnt titanium, because it just matches the overall kind of appearance of the engine bay so much better. And the red filter versus the gray filter, my last one, is so much better because it also matches the OEM red accents. Overall, it's just a fantastic looking engine bay. It just looks phenomenal. It looks so much better. I am very excited to see how it sounds. We will do some sound comparisons now. Now, unfortunately, it has been snowing every single day for a week straight, and it has been negative temperatures. So the roads are too cold for the shitty salt that we use. So the roads have not been clear for over a week, which means I have not been able to do an actual pull on the road since then. The second the roads do clear up, I will do some pulls, and I will kind of be able to better compare the intake, especially from the interior, kind of how it compares to the last one. So I will kind of make those videos as soon as I can once the roads clear up. But in the meantime, here's a sneak peek at what we have going on the car next. ECS Tuning was very nice and very kind to send this out to me, so I'm excited to throw this on the car. I am going to wait because, like I said, we are still in the midst of a terrible snowstorm. So I think sometime February, I'm going to throw this guy on.